when I'm playing in England, I'm like, I'm going to tell you a story. Everyone's like, alright, okay, for music, but if you're going to tell stories, alright. So thank you. So this, I've spent a lot of time in Australia over the last few years.
Australia?
And
We've got an Australian among us.
I was booked to do this little festival called Woodford Folk Festival, which is a wonderful place. And but at the last minute, my accommodation fell through, so I ended up staying with a friend of a friend's dad, which was a bit fucking awkward, to be honest. I'd never met this dude before, and I turned up on my own. And it was this house in the middle of nowhere in far north Queensland, which is kind of... One person is from far north Queensland, and she's here tonight, it's incredible. So I turned up, and a couple of days before, I'd watched this film called Wolf Creek. Has anybody seen Wolf Creek before? For those of you who haven't, it's about an old Australian guy in the middle of nowhere that stabs English backpackers. It's a pretty brutal film. And I turned up to this house in the middle of nowhere, and this crooked old Australian dude turns up, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is where I died. Fine. So anyway, he was a really lovely guy, and he invited me and we had some dinner. And he told me this story that he'd been collecting bullets since he was 9 years old, which didn't make me feel much fucking better about the situation, if I'm honest. You collect bullets, good, and dead bodies, or just the bullets? Just the bullets. So over the years, he built up this massive collection of bullets, and put them all up in this beautiful chest of drawers that he built. Had this kind of bullet museum thing going on in his house, which is slightly insane. But he told me this really sad thing that a couple of years back he had his house broken into, and they took computers and jewellery and stuff, but they also took the collection of these bullets because they saw them and they thought they must be valuable because they were in the bullet museum. And he said that they'd be completely worthless to anybody else, but they just had this emotional value that he'd attached to them.
Wow, I thought you were kidding.
So, me being an oversensitive singer-songwriter with a beard, I thought I'd...
Love the beard!
I'd write a song about it, so I went off to this festival and I
Mate, they
played
love
a
the
few gigs
ponytail.
and I wrote this song. And I came back for one night with him. Not like that, just...
Didn't think of it like that until now.
One night staying at his place, and we were having dinner, and I was kind of unsure whether to play him this song or not. And finally, I thought, well, I'm probably never going to see him or my family again, so might as well give it a red hot go. So I got my guitar and I started playing this song, and I closed my eyes and was stamping my feet and getting into it. And I had my eyes closed about halfway through the song. I realised I had no idea what I was going to find when I opened it. Is he going to have a sword? Or be naked? It was... could have gone either way. But actually, I opened my eyes and found that he just walked out of the room at some point. So I've been stamping my feet and singing to myself for the last 3 minutes, which is kind of awkward. Anyway, listen. The song is like half as long as the ridiculous story. You'll be pleased to know. It's called Bullets, and it's for a crazy Australian man who is somewhere, and it goes like this.
Where he's been collecting since the age of 9. Every shiny bullet like a find. Built himself a house with the wooden floors. Put the shiny bullets in a chest of drawers. Well, his wife's long-born and the kids are grown. Trees, they fall down on their own. And memories fade like an old slideshow, but the bullets still shine like points in the snow. And one day he took himself into town, in the middle with the truck where they came around. He took the television and the gun from the wall. Oh, and almost every bullet from the chase fell through. Oh, now, Well, he came back home, found the house in a mess, running to the bedroom and the old brown chest. Well, he didn't care much for the VCR, but he cried for the space where the bullets were. Oh, well, the man took the truck down into town, and he sold all the silver they had found. But they couldn't sell the bullets, they wanted live rounds. So they dug a big hole, put the bullets in the ground. Oh no, yeah, how? Well, he doesn't leave the house much anymore, because the men are gonna come like they did before. You know, I hold on to the 3 or 4 bullets that they left in the chest of drawers. Well, the bullets that they left in the chest of drawers. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.